Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 162nd episode of Movie and TV Talk. On this episode, I'm going to be discussing and giving my thoughts on Do Not Enter. Let's get into this. This movie is pretty simple here. At the beginning of the movie, we're following a group of urban explorers doing their urban explorer thing. They get into an area where one of them decides to tag, like the spray paint behind me. While they're there, one of the group decides to take a piece of the wall, but this goes against their rules of not touching anything. So they argue and they force the guy to leave. This group is called the Creepers. They go back and groan about their YouTube videos not doing well. Eventually, they go and explore an abandoned, hotel called the Paragon. And this is where all of the 30 minutes of weird shit happens. The main thing that happens is that they run into another group of explorers that are led by the person that our creepers may leave their group. Most of the drama in the movie revolves around the rivalry between those two groups. Of course, you're like, hey, isn't this a horror movie? Where's the horror part? Well, the horror part of the movie really only comes in when this very tall, pale white humanoid creature that runs around and eats the hearts of people comes in. Now, the creature eats the hearts of people because it basically keeps it immortal. This knowledge comes from a barely included scene where one of our creepers, separated, finds a demonic summoning circle and a book about human transformation and whatnot, where they learn about the creature and what it needs, why it needs hearts. They deal with the creature when one of our creepers makes a sacrifice by running and tackling the creature so hard that the two fall. The creature gets a spike through the chest, and the creeper guy falls to his death. Our remaining 4 creepers survive, and they just leave. And then the movie ends showing that our creepers finally see success on YouTube, and that's really it. This movie is just not good. My biggest thing about the movie is that the runtime is about an hour and a half, and to me, nothing of interest really happens until the last 30 minutes of the movie. Again, to me, the rest of the movie up until that point was just incredibly boring and uninteresting. I really don't care about the rivalry between the two groups. I came here to watch a horror movie, and that's what I want to see is horror stuff. This movie reminded me a lot of As Above, So Below, because both movies are incredibly boring and nothing happens until the last 30 minutes of both movies. I do also take issue with the part of the movie dealing with the demise of the creature. This is mostly because both the creature and the guy are falling, yet only the creature gets impaled with the spike, and somehow the guy doesn't and just falls to his death. No. I'm calling bullshit on that one. That guy and the creature would have been skewered by that spike. But like I said, this is a pretty bad movie, and not even a funny bad movie. The movie apparently is based on a book, and I would personally feel bad if this was the movie based on a book that I wrote. Save yourself the time and just skip this one. That's all I have to say. So if you like this kind of content, feel free to subscribe. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.